fellow cruisers. We have a special guest with us, Valerie Evans. Valerie is here today to provide expert advice for some of the things we will be doing on the cruise. Let's give her a round of applause. We have Maurice here with us also in the audience. Valerie, can you tell us what we can expect during embarkation?
First of all, I would like to give a shout out to all the ladies, and hopefully you guys are ready for the cruise and everything. A special shout out to my roomie, Katie. I'm looking forward to rooming with you and having a good time in Alaska. I just come off a cruise with my better half in August, so this is like, it's fresh. Month before you actually cruise, I think, you go online and you register and get checked in and all that stuff, and then you print your luggage tags, your sail passes. You set a time for when you want to actually check in on the ship. Now, when you set that time, it's good to have your whole party that's checking in to check in all at the same time. But you don't have to stick to that time. I know we set a time for 2 o'clock, but we actually got on the ship, I think, probably around 11. When you're on the ship, everything is done with your card. So anything you buy or whatever is linked to that credit card and the card that you carry with you all the time on the ship. Once you get on the ship, you have to go to a safety brief. And the safety brief basically covers if something happens on the ship, they need you to get your life vest and everything and report to your safety position. All of that stuff is in your room.
Okay, and that part is called a muster drill.
Muster drill, yes. That's a muster drill.
What do we do with our luggage? Are we going to carry our luggage around with us, or do we check it in at the port, or...
Good question. You can carry your luggage with you, but I would just go ahead and check it in. As soon as you get to the port, you have a lot of people there that are collecting your luggage and taking it to whatever ship you're going to. And all you have to do is just tip them a little money and they'll take care of your luggage. And normally your room is not ready yet. You can go by and see it, but they're still cleaning it. So then you can just actually go look around on the ship. You can go to the Lido deck is where they have the sail away cruise where, when you're sailing out, getting ready to leave the port, they have dancing and stuff, and you can wave at if you got anybody waiting on the pier, watching you leave and stuff. And they have the buffet is open, so you can eat and drink and all that good stuff.
As far as if I want to bring a carry-on with stuff in it, what should I bring?
You don't really have to carry a carry-on with you, but if you want to carry one, basically your important papers, keep those with you. I had like a little clutch that had my iPad in it and had my passports, paperwork that they gave me when I checked in. So that kind of stuff. Just small things. You don't want to be carrying a lot of stuff around with you because, like I said, you don't know when your room will be ready.
Let's talk about dining. How should we dress? When do we eat? What's the difference between traditional dining versus my time dining?
I think they call it my time dining, or is it just a dining? I think our dining is at 5:30, so that means at 5:30, your party, you go into the dining room that's assigned to you, and you have your own waiter, waitress. You're treated like royalty. You don't have to dress up, but they don't want like flip-flops, cut off jeans, stuff like that. So like you can wear like a nice collared shirt, shorts, sundresses, whatever. But like I said, you don't have to dress up. On the cruise that we went on in August, they did put a couple of guys out because they had on flip-flops. And you don't have to do the dining at 5:30. Our dining is assigned to us at 5:30, so we go and we eat and we get our 5-course meal or whatever. But if you don't want to go to that dining, the buffet is always open, and then they got different restaurants on there. Some of them is a surcharge where you do have to pay. Some of them are free where you can just go and just eat as you like. And like I said, the buffet is always open, so you can always go to the buffet.
Can I take food back to my room from the dining room?
Yes, you can take food back to your room, and they do offer room service also. So if you want to call in and place an order and get some to you delivered to your room, of course, if you do that, make sure you tip them. The formal night is usually the second day of the cruise. Like, so the first day you getting on the cruise and you're getting to know everything. Normally that next day is your formal night. And I think they do it like that so that everybody can, look their best, because once you go off the ship and start getting into your excursions, you may have hair problems and all other kinds of stuff. So, and then you can dress up however you want. You don't have to do formal night. If you want to just get some nice pictures of the family, of everybody, so you just get together and dress however you want to dress and just take pictures. They take pictures the entire time that you're on the ship. Even when you're out and about doing your excursions, they may have some people from the ship that are out there taking your pictures and stuff. They take a picture of you leaving the ship, pictures of you coming back on the ship. So you're going to have plenty of opportunities to look at your pictures and decide if you want to buy them or what else.
Let's talk about communication, how we can communicate with each other while we're on board, what I should do with my phone, what if somebody from home calls me.
I think Royal Caribbean probably has it, because I know Carnival had it where you pull up their app, and they have a thing in the app where you can text back and forth and stuff with your party. Now, if you want to get the internet service, it's pretty expensive, but you can get that where you have complete service. You can receive calls from your family back home. You can make calls. You can browse and Google and all that kind of stuff. But you're on vacation. Leave family back. You left them so you can go on vacation. So I say just use the mobile app and you can text back and forth. Also, keeping your phone in airplane mode so it's not roaming and charging you and all that kind of stuff. And especially when you're taking pictures. Once you come off the ship, and with us being in Alaska, I mean, we'll be able to pick up internet anyway, so you can just turn your phone on and everything will be normal.
Let's talk about some of the stuff on board, like what if I get seasick? Can I feel the boat rocking? Let's talk about laundry. Can I use cash on board? Getting off the boat to go to ports and stuff, how long is that going to take? Can I watch TV? Where do I store my luggage? And what type of entertainment is on board?
Your luggage is stored in your room under your bed. It's big enough where you can just like I take the suitcases where you got the big, the next, the medium, and then the small, where you can fit all of them into the big one, and it slides right up under your bed. They have a laundry service. Of course, it's a charge and stuff, so I've never used it, but if you want to use the laundry service, you can. I don't think they have laundry where you can do your own laundry. I'm not sure, but I don't think that they do. You cannot bring an iron on the ship, so if you try to bring an iron or sneak one in your luggage, they will get it.
And that goes for steamers also.
Yes. So you can't bring an iron, but they do have a little area set up. If you need to iron your clothes, you can go and iron your clothes and stuff. But I think is usually like a line or whatever. So, but that option is there. There's lots of entertainment. Every day you get a daily, I forget what they call it, but it's a daily compass, and it tells you everything that's going on the ship for that day. You always know what's going on. So, and then you just make the time and stuff. I think all of the entertainment is free. Once you go to a show or they offer a show, they actually put it on TV so you can sit back in your room and you can watch the show again. I know this last cruise we went on, we tried out for the Family Feud. And they actually took pictures of us, and we had some people that weren't our family that was in the picture, but we didn't get selected, but we actually got to watch on the TV, because we didn't make the show, but we watched on TV the Family Feud sitcom that they did. But you do have TV, not a lot of channels like we have back home and stuff. You have some movie channels, but it does a lot of repeat and stuff. We did a little watch just to find out what was happening in the States, but a lot of it was older stuff. You may have a Blu-ray or whatever, and I think you may be able to rent some CDs or buy the CDs on the TV if you want to watch a certain movie. They have like demand where you can, some of them are free and some of them you have to pay for.
What about seasickness?
I've never gotten seasick, and I've been on probably about 10 to 12 cruises, if not more, and I've never been seasick. I know they have a pill, they have the little thing that you can put behind your ear. So I would bring all of that with me in case you do get sick. You don't really feel the ship rocking. You may feel it at first, but then after a while you get used to it, and you don't, unless we're having bad weather, then yes, you will feel it. Other than that, you don't really feel the ship rocking. It's like a mini city on water.
Now, who do I need to contact if I need something? For instance, I'm bringing my CPAP. If I need distilled water or an extension cord or something from my room, who do I contact?
You can do all of that ahead of time before you even actually go get on the ship, and it'll be there in the room when you get there. But if you forget and you don't do it, you're going to have a cabin stewardess every day, comes in, cleans it in the morning. When you go to dinner, they come in and they pull your sheets and stuff back for you and make a little animal out of towels and stuff for you. So if you need anything in your room, you can just ask him or her, and they will get it for you.
One other thing I wanted to cover, if we want to go to shows and stuff or sign up for any entertainment, when do we do that?
If you know exactly what shows you want to go to, and if you have to reserve your rooms or whatever, you want to reserve your space for the show, you want to do that as soon as you can. You can actually go by guest services, and you can start signing up for your shows, your excursions, if you know what excursions you're going to take at the different places that the ship pull in. If you know what you want to do, you can go ahead and sign up for those. You might want to have your whole party, if everybody is doing it, sign up at the same time so you know that everybody gets the same excursion.
Next, we're going to talk about tipping.
All right, tipping. Well, you guys know, if any of you have ever traveled with Fanny, which I've done a lot of traveling with Fanny tips more than she probably needs to.
Let me tell you my plan, okay? For the porters at the port that handle my bags, I plan on giving them, $5 to handle my bag.
Mm-hmm.
For my room steward, I plan on giving them $5 a day.
Mm-hmm.
My wait staff, $5 per meal. So that's my plan.
Okay. But actually, you don't have to tip. I think we've already paid for our gratuity ahead of time, so we're good. But I mean, if you got a good stewardess or your meal team, if they're good, I mean, giving them extra money is a good idea. I mean, and I do that too. I don't tip them let's say $5 a day. I might give them a 20 at the end of the week or something like that. So I guess it sort of averages out to $5 a day. I mean, it helps them and it encourages them, and they're willing to do things for you if you need it.
How much cash do you recommend we bring, and what will we be spending cash on?
You don't need cash on the ship unless there is a casino. If they have a casino on the ship and you're I don't know, do they have a casino on the ship for Alaska? Mm-hmm. Well, you can use cash in the casino, but once you use your cash in the casino, they don't give you cash back. They give you a ticket, and you have to go in, and I think you cash the ticket, and I think it goes to your card or something like that. But that's the only place where you will actually use cash. Once you get off the ship, you may be able to use cash then. If you don't want to use your credit card or anything, but on the ship, no cash.
I remember our last cruise that we took, they had a t-shirt sale on the pool deck before we went to one of the ports.
Yeah.
Is that a normal thing, or?
Yes, that's a normal thing. I think a lot of the cruises, I know Carnival is a big supporter of St. Jude's Children's Hospital. So they do on the Lido deck sell St. Jude's t-shirts, and then other t-shirts and things too. So if you want to buy a t-shirt, I think I bought one. I didn't buy one in this last cruise we went to. They didn't have the color that I liked. But I bought one on some of the other previous cruises that I went on. Yeah, it's a good idea. I mean, like I said, they support St. Jude's, and I'm thinking Royal Caribbean is probably the same.
Let's talk about debarking. What do we have to do when it's time to go?
The night before, you're going to pack all your luggage. And if you want the ship to handle your luggage, sit your luggage outside your door. And then people will come and pick it up. And then once you get off the ship the next morning, it'll be in an area where they done already did customs and all that stuff with it. And you just go and you pick it up and then you go on your way. If you have an early flight out, or the ship is taking you to the airport or something like that, you may want to keep your luggage with you and take it with you the next morning when you're getting off the ship, so you don't have to go through the customs and everything at that time.
What I need for everybody to do is to send me a photo. We're going to hang signs outside our doors. All the cabin doors look alike, and you want to be able to distinguish your cabin because you don't want to try to get in somebody else's cabin. So going along with our tie-dye theme, we're going to make signs for the doors. And these will be put outside our cabin doors so that we will know what door is ours. So send me those photos so that I can get your signs made before we go. And as far as the luggage tags and checking in and stuff, I'll be checking everybody in. Valerie can do her own because she's got the app and she can check herself in. We'll coordinate that and make sure we get the same check-in time.
But like I said, with the check-in time, we all do the same time. If we get there earlier, we can check in as soon as we get to the ship.
And the plan is once we get to the airport, Mother and myself and the crew coming from Kansas City get there that morning. We're going to have a rental car, a 15-passenger van. We'll go to the hotel, drop our bags off and everything. Valerie and Sharice will be in at 7:30 that night. So we will pick them up from the airport and we'll go let them drop off their bags. We'll probably go out to eat, or we'll make some plans for some excursions. We'll make plans for excursions for Seattle on that Sunday. Monday, everybody will go to the airport with their baggage once we check out, and we'll catch a shuttle from the airport to the cruise port.
All right, sounds good. The earlier the better.
When we return, we will go from the cruise port back to the same hotel, and we will spend the night there. The next morning, we'll all go to the airport together because I think all of us have early flights out that morning. We'll all go to the airport together and we'll fly out and fly in our different directions back home.
Okay, I have a question. When we leave that Monday morning, when we come off the ship after finishing our cruise, how are we getting to the hotel?
We're not getting a rental car when we get back, but I hear there is a shuttle that'll take you from the cruise port to the airport or to various hotels.
Okay.
I don't know if it'll take us to our specific hotel, but we'll check on that and see what we can do. If nothing else, we can probably Uber or whatever, get a taxi ride from the cruise port to the hotel.
Okay, all right.
Can you tell us about the Royal Caribbean app and then about the muster?
Okay. The Royal Caribbean app, you can pull it up if you have an iPhone or I guess Android. You go to the App Store and just punch in Royal Caribbean and you pull up the app and open it up. Then you got to create your account. I already had an account with Royal Caribbean, so I just opened up, and I was luckily enough, I remember my password after 2 attempts. And and it opened right up and it said, welcome to your Alaskan cruise, 9 September through 16 September. And then it has your check-in date and stuff, when you can check in, and our check-in opens up on July the 26th. So Fanny said we will be checking in on midnight, July 25th, 26th, however. And it also has your muster station where you go to muster for when they give you the safety brief about being on the ship and everything. And Katie and I's muster station is D4. You have to go to your muster station because you're going to swipe your sail away card because they keep accountability of everybody and stuff. And believe me, if you don't go to your muster station, they put it out on the intercom all over the ship, and they start calling names. So it's like you in school. So you skipping, they gonna call you out. So go to your muster station as soon as you get on the ship. Once you get checked in and stuff, as soon as you get on the ship, go to your muster station and get it out of the way. And also the app, it shows your dining, what time is your dining. If you're doing the traditional dining where you go to your same dining area at the same time every day, and it tells you the time and stuff. You can purchase things on the app. You got the internet packages, everything. The app is, if you keep your phone with you, you can pull up the compass on the app. So the app is really good. You can pull up everything on the app.
And one other thing I read about the app is if you're out in town, the app has the ship's time, so you can't be late using the app to get back to the ship.
Yeah.
As far as mustering, what can we do ahead of time for mustering through the app?
I don't know. I don't know about that. All I know is, like, soon as you check in and get your card and everything, go straight to your muster station and get checked in. I don't know if you can check in on the muster station on your app. I don't think you can. I think you actually have to physically go.
What I've read through the Facebook group and stuff is that the morning of the cruise, through the app, you can watch the safety video. You can listen to the alarm, but you have to actually be on board to check in.
Okay. I'm not sure about that.
Another thing that I wanted to point out is there is a Facebook group for our particular cruise called Quantum of the Seas, September 9th, 2024. If you want to join that, they put out information. Right now, there's not a lot of information. They're just welcoming new members and stuff. There may be an occasional question. There may be occasional information. It's not much right now, but I'm sure as we get closer to the cruise date, they will be putting out more information, meetup groups and things like that. There is also another Facebook group called Cruising Tips and Tricks that will give you a lot of information. People ask questions, people answer. Just take everything you read on that group with a grain of salt, because I've seen answers vary from one end of the spectrum to the other. So, if you have a question, put it in the text, and if we don't know, we'll find out for you.
Also, I hit the ship on the app, and you can pull up the excursions, the dining, the beverage, if you want to buy the beverage package. They got all different things on here, so you can use the app for a lot of different things that you may want to do while you're on the ship.
Okay, and you can also use the app to make payments if you choose to do it that way.
When I make my payment, I like talking to someone, so I know they get my money.
And just in case you didn't know, I am linked to everyone's account. So if you make a payment, I will get a receipt. And you can tell them to send you a receipt. Like I'm sure Valerie has done a couple of times when she's made payments. She'll get a receipt, and I'll also get the receipt. So
yeah, but I've been making payments. I'm going to make another payment coming up March 1st. I don't want to wait till the last minute to make a big bundle payment. So I just be breaking mine down and making payments. So hopefully by June, my cruise will be paid off. So.
Okay, another thing I will be doing is sending out an invoice sheet to everybody as to what you owe on the cruise, what you owe to me for reimbursements, what you've already paid for, what your balance is.
My debt is paid, ain't it?
Huh?
I said my debt is paid, ain't it?
You got to pay for the hotel and the rental vehicle.
Okay.
But it'll break down everything that you owe, so you should be getting that. I'll mail them out sometime this week.
Okay.
Let's talk about the excursions.
They have a lot of excursions, so a lot of different things you can choose from. Price range can be anywhere from $25 to I saw some that was like $600-700. And they have different things that you can choose from. Like I said, if we want to all do the excursions together and stuff, then we need to go ahead and book early. I was looking through some of them and they were already sold out. Fanny's been watching to make sure, take care of any kind of discounts or anything. So, but we picked out a couple of excursions that we would like.
And if you don't want to participate in a certain excursion, you can always stay around in port close to the ship. They have shopping, whatever you want to do. I plan on doing some excursions. One particular excursion I'm interested in Skagway is this White Pass railway. And right now it's running at $197, but when it's been going up and down, fluctuating a little bit. So I'm going to keep an eye on it. The lowest I've seen it is for like $169. I plan on doing that one. So
I want to do that one too.
If you want to do it, let me know, or let me know any other excursions you want to do. The excursions and anything you purchase on the app, you have to pay for right then and there. So don't tell me you want to do it and expect me to pay for it. If you plan on doing it, you better give me a credit card number or something to pay for it with, okay?
I know I see here it says a 5% off for pre-cruise savings. I guess it went from $209 to $197.99.
Those prices fluctuate so much that they'll be going up and down. But if I see it at a lower price, like I said, the lowest I've seen it is $169. So I'll shoot out a text to everybody saying, hey, the White Pass, so I'm going to keep an eye on that one, is this amount. You know, shoot it back if you want to do it and let me know. We'll communicate and I'll get your information and we'll go ahead and order it then. So,
but when you do your excursions, you want to do your excursions through the ship. I know if you get off the ship and you do excursions, they're probably going to be a little cheaper, but if you're doing them through the ship, you know you're not getting scanned or anything like that, scammed or anything like that, versus off the ship. And then off the ship, if you do your excursions, they can't really monitor where you at if you just off the ship doing whatever. And then when the ship said it's leaving at 5, it's leaving at 5. So if you see people running, trying to get on the boat, and it's past 5, then oh well, they're going to have to catch up with the ship some other kind of way. With us, if the ship says pulling out at 5, we always try to be back at least an hour before the ship pull out. And that gives us time to go ahead and drop our stuff off in our room. And then we can go up to the Lido deck and watch as the ship pull out.
Yeah, we can watch the pier runners.
Yeah, watch the pier runners.
And also, you want to book an excursion through the ship because if the excursion is running late, let's say the bus gets a flat tire or something like that, the ship will wait for you.
Yes.
If that happens on one of the excursions that you book yourself, then the ship is not going to wait for you.
Yeah. When you get on the cruise, you're going to get a card that has your name, your cabin number, and all that stuff on it. And you can buy lanyards and wear them around your neck. This is a little incident that happened when we went on our cruise in August with my better half over here. I've had several cruises with Carnival. I've had several cruises with Royal Caribbean. And they color code your cards. And so with Carnival, I have gold. I'm not sure what my color is for Royal Caribbean. And my better half was, babe, what was yours? Blue or red? His was blue. That was his first cruise ever. So he's so proud of his little cruise thing, lanyard around his neck, his first cruise. And then he asked me, he said, babe, why is your card gold and mine's blue? And I said, because I've been on quite a few cruises and this is your first cruise. And we got all these little kids running around here that got gold cards. I said, yeah, they've been on quite a few cruises. He packed up his lanyard. He didn't wear it anymore. He didn't want everybody to know it was his first cruise.
Okay, and if you don't want anybody to know it's your first cruise, I did put some lanyards in your package, so wear one of those, or you can go out and buy your own.
Yeah, but you do have to use your card, your lanyard, your card on your lanyard. It's good to keep it on the lanyard because that card is, you use it for everything. You use it to get into your room. You use it to pay for whatever you buy on the ship. So keep up with it.
And I remember that we had to use ours to work the lights and the air conditioner in our room.
Yep.
Does that?
It's same thing. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And then when you leave the ship to go off on your excursions or whatever, you have to use your card to go off the ship. You use your card to get on the ship, and they use that as accountability so they know who's on the ship and who's missing.
And what I recommend also, when you go off the ship, you take your passport.
Yes.
And any important papers you need, because anything could happen.
Yes, and with your passport, the way we did, we took our passport and then we went to the places that stamp your passport. So we got our passport stamped in the different countries that we went to. In Alaska, I don't know how they do it, if they'll stamp your city. I know it's a state.
Part of the state, yeah.
So,
but I also read that if you get your passport stamped someplace else, that it could make it invalid too. So.
Oh, okay.
We've answered a lot of questions. We've discussed a lot of things here. You may still have questions. If you do, present your questions through the text group, because someone else may have the same question, and Valerie or I will answer. Download the app so that you can see what's going on yourself. Go through the Facebook group or a Facebook page so that you can get some more information. You can also call us if you have any questions. We'd like to thank you for listening to this video, and we will see you on the cruise.
Bye.
Today we have a special guest with us, Valerie Evans. Valerie is here today. Valerie is here today to discuss some of the things we will be doing, or we will. Okay, go to Valerie. So Valerie, can you give us, can you tell us what we can Valerie, can you tell us what we can expect during our embarkation? Valerie, let me try to get a lot of takes. Valerie, can you tell us what we can expect during embarkation?
Okay. When you said bye, I want to say, You know how Siri said, and your I lost my thought.
One other thing I wanted to cover. Okay.
I think that's about it.